So Tony, how do you come up with your recipe ideas? Are they, passed on from generation to generation? Do you look things up? Do you tweak things? What do you do?
Well, it's a little bit of all of those things. I try to find something that I think will be good for the masses, but will be something that would be really enjoyable, that would be different and unique, and then take that old world little bit of stuff from my family and then put the tweak on it. And, searching the internet and then trying things out. For 4 months, I sat in my home kitchen just calling people up because I had so much food and somebody had to eat it, and I would start putting it on Facebook saying, hey, anybody want to eat? And after a while, when people started getting the word, they started sending me texts saying, hey, are you cooking today? Are you cooking today? And that's how we came up with all the different chicken sandwiches. And then the brajol sandwich is interesting that my buddy Jerry, a good friend of mine, we've cooked together for a long time. We lived together way back when. And he had said to me, a brajol sandwich, that's the way to go. And we looked it up on Google and nobody had did it. So I sat for a month and making it different ways and trying different meats and finally came up with the recipe, and it just clicked one day. And we made a bunch of them, and then it's been a hit from there. So we, of course, have to call it the Uncle Jerry because he wanted naming rights for.
That's great.
So.
Okay, so today, can you show us one of your famous recipes?
So what I tried to put together, and we wouldn't have the time to do the whole thing.
Yep.
But what happens is when it's a boreal rice, and we take the rice and mix it with a variety of cheeses to make it for more or less for the masses. When they get cooled down just enough, then they have to be cool enough to form into the ball. Okay. And then the coating is just a simple breadcrumb coating. And the reason we have to put the breadcrumbs on them, I've already started putting some of them on, is because it's all cheese. It's mainly all cheese. So if you just put that in there, the cheese would all just melt into the fryer.
Okay.
So let's make a few now, and then we can try them. I've got a nice pot of marinara sauce I made right before you guys got here.
Excellent.
So we will try it. All right, watch when I want the oil to splatter on you. And here we go, into the fryer. So I think the key for this is, using fresh ingredients. That's why I would rather spend a little more on ingredients and serve a better product, better cheeses. Even with the oil, I use canola oil to fry. It holds its temperature. It doesn't really burn itself so much. And again, maintenance. Like every time we have a festival, or every time the oil gets disposed of, fresh oil, you can taste it. If you go somewhere and you've had like really old oil, it doesn't give it a great taste. So
how long do these cook for in the oil?
I do it by sight, but it's usually no more than 2 minutes. So what happens is they start to get that golden brown, but we want them real golden brown, because what we want is that crispiness of the outside, so its texture, and then the creaminess of the different cheeses all mixed in there. Okay. So the cheese kind of melts in your mouth, but you get that crispiness, and then that nice little tomato bite from the marinara.
Excellent.